What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and I've missed a lot of footage, it seems. Family obligations, I could not stream this weekend. Apparently they did 2 streams connected to TGA Game Awards, I think, where the developers, Final Fantasy and Bandai Namco, they had the director there of Tekken, and they talked about Clive, and apparently they showed a lot of gameplay. I missed it. I want to take a look at it. Super excited about this. He drops tomorrow. He looks super sick. I'm gonna play him a lot. I hope he plays as fun as it looks, like the animations. It could be a total fucking nightmare to play and go up against, but I don't know yet. I'll see tomorrow when I play him. Just super excited. I really hope he's fun to play because he's so fucking cool. Might actually make me try Final Fantasy 16. That's how cool I think he is. And then I wanted to say, it feels a little bit, I said it when I was reacting to the trailer, it felt like Soul Calibur when I saw his gameplay. And you know, Tekken 7 had Akuma and 2D, Geese from Fatal Fury, King of Fighters. He almost feels like a double crossover to me. It just feels like we're not going to go 2D this time. We're going to grab a Soul Calibur character and put in Tekken and associate it with Final Fantasy 16, Clive. It almost, to me, looks like a double crossover when I see his trailer. I'm just like, this is Soul Calibur. That's the feeling I get. So in my head, this is a double whammy, double crossover. And then, I want to look at the trailer yet again here with you guys. So this is the original gameplay trailer. And I'm going to do a breakdown. I didn't do that the first time I watched this. So we're going to give it the good old slow-mo. And I'm just going to analyze the gameplay. I have already watched this trailer quite a few times and bagooshed a few times. It's so cinematic, so lovely. But I also realized a couple of things regarding his moveset. He seems to have very strong punishment. Again, like, we saw a lot of defensive utility on Heihachi, which was very welcome. You know, Eddie stands rushdown, Lydia stands rushdown, and then Heihachi, you have a very mixed bag of a character, but 11 out of 10 defensive utility. And I feel like you almost see the same here on him. It seems like he has a 10-frame wall splat punish, knockdown, and a strong 12-frame punish, and strong parries. And then we see also, of course, some mix-up utility. We see a while running 2 into stance, which looks like Victor, while running 2 into Lie. And then, of course, we know he has an install as well. He collects tokens up to, what, 5 or 6, and then he transforms. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I just wanted to watch the trailer in slow-mo with you guys. There's nothing much to say about the initial attack, which seems like a double high cross slash. But here's the 12-frame punish. So this is 4-1, I would assume, what it looks like. And there we got a blue spark, but I don't think there's any execution associated with this. They want the character to be hyper accessible. And we know, just like with Noctis, mashing the 2 button over and over is going to grant you a combo. So very, very accessible. Here we see his down for 1, which seems to be 13 frames. You can step this, you know, frame by frame. And then he goes into a high here, but as you can see, big impact on block and allows him to do, I guess, a stance mix-up here when he turns into Fire Clive. But that will obviously be duckable. And then the question is, after that down forward 1, what is the mid check going to look like? You just know there's going to be a mix-up here. But so here, this must be a stance mix-up. And Kazuya is probably forced to respect this, I would assume, after he has eaten the second hit there, down forward 1, 2, the high on block. He really seems to stagger. And this seems to be a natural mid-mid. You can see Kazuya holding forward here. And it's a super cool attack. And there he has like, what, a phoenix wing? But does not seem to launch, thank God. And here, of course, I have no clue what notation this is. But seems reasonably fast here. I wonder if this is his 15-frame punish, and he might not have a classic down for 2 style attack. Like safe mid-launcher, you know, 15-frame startup. I'm almost inclined to see the frames here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, yeah, probably. And of course a natural mid. This is most likely his launch punish. Yeah. But question is it 15 or 16? Yeah. Very, very cool move. Very cool move. And this must be, I know 90% of these attacks are, by the way, directly lifted from Final Fantasy 16. That's what people tell me. This is obviously his orbital. I assume this is upward free, and it looks so cool. I don't know, it's not like a dragon claw. And then he does a tornado kick and lands on the kicking leg. Lee has a similar attack from Hitman, upward 4. But to me, it looks so cool. So most likely up forward free, orbital. Oh, it's Garuda. Oh, Garuda's claw. Garuda. Sick orbital. And there's a spear that bounds. And then kick, slice. This is combo filler. And the doggo does a psycho crushu. And immediately it's like, what's not to like here? It's too good. And then, is the dog's name Torgal? Torgal Psycho Crushu. And this is one of the most interesting things in the trailer. Because here, he's doing his jab. 10 frame. And the question is this natural? I just would assume it is. I mean, look at that. You know this is a 10 frame high damage knockdown. Does that wall splat? But in my opinion, I watched this a few days ago in slow-mo off stream. But look at Kazuya's head here. You can't tell me this animation is just a little bit jank. Wait for it. Wait for it. Like, I'm no doctor or chiropractor or whatever it's called, but like, what happened to Kazuya's back here? Like, look at his head now when I frame step. I'm sorry, but that neck position. And now it fixes itself. Like, I don't know, if I were them, I would adjust that animation a little bit. It looks a bit fucked. But so here's the while running 2 on block. And there's a huge stagger, and you have to take the mix-up, I would assume. But this is where you're gonna have a mix-up situation where to be uninterrupted, Clive will probably have to commit to some, very quick, maybe unsafe option. Or low risk, low reward option, I would assume. And while running 2 will most likely be very steppable. I'm speculating. But so from here, he has a 50-50. So here's a Hell Sweep. The starter here actually looks exactly like Kazuya's Heat Smash, I noticed. Exactly the same kick. So Kazuya trained Clive. This is my personal theory. I think Kazuya trained Clive, and then Clive went into Final Fantasy 16 and smoked everyone, because he had the best coach. But that's literally Kazuya's Heat Smash here. The initial hit. It's a clone of it. And that is just one hell of a Hell Sweep, right? Bagoosh, Ice, and then Torgal Psycho Crusher yet again. So yeah, from that stance, he will 50-50. The question though is, can we interrupt the 50-50 on block? Will you have to commit to a faster move? So here we have a Parry. Power Crush Parry. A bit similar to Zafina's in my opinion, considering she gets an Azazel Claw. He gets, is that Bahamut or like Dragon or? But it has multiple hits. Looks really sick. Titan, okay. So here we have on block. Seems like back 1-2 or something. High. Safe. And then here's a big counter hit launcher. When I frame step this, it's a lot of frames. I think this is like 25 frames startup. It's slow. But most likely a very long reach mid counter hit launcher. Very long reach, I would assume. Question is, how much does it track? And there, nice bound move. Is that Bahamut? Like that dragon? Or... Leviathan, okay. And here we have another like big wind up. Big wind up. But another like big counter hit launcher. And must be a mid, right? I wonder if it hits grounded as well. The question is, what are these moves on block? But it's like, it's very big wind-ups, big swings. 25 frames again are around that. So like, we don't see a lot of amazing small Tekken in this video, but it's big swings. I think so far the character looks very like high risk, high reward. That's a big backflip bound, and then he gets wings, shoots like a double projectile into the opponent. And now it's like Kamehameha. This is Bahamut. Okay, when he gets the wings. Okay. Here we have the twerp. Yes, Scourge will get nerfed, Jin. I'm so sorry. And here, this parry is so sick. Too slow. Like, between... Like, this is a fast string. 1, 2, and here in between pops the parry. I'm assuming only a few frames startup. And then as soon as it connects, insta dodges. Freezes time. Look at Jin. He just stands there like an idiot, showing off his cock. Just shows off his cock. But Clive's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. Geesh. It's a super cool parry, to be honest. Super cool parry. Like bagoosh, and this is honestly coolest animation, I think. It's just so sick. But seeing Jin doing the acrobatic spin here, is this a bound? Or am I mistaken? I can't tell if this is a bound or not. It's a command grab. Okay. So here I think we see down for 1 again. And this is a mid check. So here he does down for 1 too. Early in the trailer we saw him here going to fire mix up, right? Fire stance mix up. But so he can do a full string here. Just keep not going to stance. Keep going. And just judging by this, I'm just like, is this natural? Down for 1, 2. Are they trying to tell us he has a free hit natural from down for 1? Or is Jin not blocking here? Like, if that's a natural into wall splat knockdown like that, that is really strong. Second hit. No, second hit is obviously a high. We know this. It's a high. But it's still, from down for 1, a natural free hit knockdown wall splat. That is pretty dramatic stuff. If it's the case. But we'll see. And I love that stage hazard. It's so cool. Torgal, fuck him up. And again, the animations are just something else. I mean, who is even half as flashy as this guy? Who is even half as flashy? I've always thought Lee has cool animations, but Lee is like erectile dysfunction compared to Clive. Lars. Lars looks like a twerp, in my opinion. Shaheen. Good one. Good one, Shaheen community. The two of you that are still playing. So now we're gonna get the fire effects, right? Love this stuff. Really cool. And this is the install. I don't know how many tokens he has to pop for this. Was it free? To go, what is this called in Final Fantasy 16? When he does this form? Is this just his heat? Oh, it's just heat. Okay. That's heat. I thought he popped tokens to do this. Limit break. Oh, this is his limit break in Final Fantasy 16. Okay. So heat equals limit break. Okay. And big strings. Big strings in this form. And that's homing. Homing again. Very hard to dissect these strings. Bagoosh. Step right. Nice. And that's a heat engager, so he dashes out of it. Turns into a full launcher. Very nice. This I thought was interesting. This is a snake edge. It comes out at like 29 frames, like other snake edges, and it's homing. But I love that he has, what, Leviathan? So this is Leviathan edge. So here, what is this? Is this an automated low parry, or does he go into fly or something? It's very hard to tell. Jukes the hell sweep. It's an auto low parry. Okay. Launch. Is this his heat smash? I just assume this is the heat smash. And it's really sick. These effects are a bit much in my opinion. It just adds to the Soul Calibur look of the character in my opinion. And now we go to Zantetsuken, right? I think this move, people tell me, is going to be shown. We're going to look at the dev talk soon. So I'll be able to see some footage of this. Okay, you need 5 tokens to do Zantetsuken. And I love it. Jin is frozen in time, right? And then and then he unfreezes time with his slash, I guess. Bagoosh. It's super cool. But is that gonna do like rage art damage or? And this move is the biggest what the fuck probably in this trailer. Is this a 15 frame counter hit launcher? Homing mid. You'll note, thanks for that, Gao Magui. You'll notice that it is homing, it is mid, it gives the down for 2 Kazuya abolishing fist crumple stun. The question is this a 15 frame homing long range mid counter hit launcher? If it is, I would assume it's like minus 12 to 14 on block. This move needs to be unsafe. If that move is safe, he's S tier immediately. But you know, we don't know. But I would assume it's like minus 14, minus 12 to minus 14. Probably minus 14. All right, but now he does the Raj art, which is so sick. And I was lucky enough to see in the Tekken Talk live what it looks like when it KOs. And it's like the coolest sequence in the game almost.
We'll save ourselves. And we'll do it on our own terms.
So sick. And now I'm just gonna switch video. We're gonna go to the dev talk, and I can watch that footage as well. Question is, it's very uninteresting for a while. Power-oriented standard character. Very long, so like Noctis, like very long range. Huge effective range. That's, again, we know he's gonna be very super accessible. They just had a Tekken Talk live where they talked about him and immediately introduced special style. Hey, those of you casual, audience members or casual gamers, if you want to try this out, maybe you played Final Fantasy 16, you know Clive is, there's a special style in Tekken 8 making everything easier. He mashes 2-2-2 to get a combo. It also has to be said that Katarina and Noctis did this in Tekken 7. Mash one button and you get combos, you get pressure, you get everything, and you get some space control as well. And also something they did to make Noctis easy and Katarina easy was that they allowed those characters huge reach, enormous reach, and this is so casuals had to worry less about you outpacing them in terms of movement and spacing. Doesn't matter if you did a super fast triple backdash, I have infinite reach, so I hit you anyway. You still had to interact with me, be it getting hit or blocking. Reach equals easier time for beginners.
強いキャラクターとかに対しては、原作でも頼りになる相棒が出てきてくれてたり、トルガル、いやートルガルがこうねフォローしてくれたり、素晴らしい。
Torgal provides backup support. Torgal is so cool. He is really awesome. I agree. Acons, is that what they call the summons now? Acons. Acon.
まあそれからはい原作とはオリジナルのものもあったりとか、はいまあこういう点。マジックバーストも使えたりとかっていう。
Magic burst.
あとはさらにその鉄拳8っての
That's a heat engager.
ヒート状態です。はい、ヒート。一定時間キャラクターパワーアップするのがあるんですけれども、クライブをこのね鉄拳8に落とし込むんだったら、これはもうどうするか分かってますよね。ミッドブレイク。
Right. His heat is limit break.
この状態からイフリートの力を使ったラッシュをガンガン仕掛ける。
Big strings. Big strings.
どんどんこれでこう押し込んでいくって感じのことができるという風にしていて、まあだから中距離強いです。でこう寄っていってラッシュも強いし、とどめにヒートモードになってね、そのイフリートの力で相手を KO してやるみたいなそんな感じのイメージで作っていくと形にしてますね。めちゃくちゃかっこいいですね。バハムートもね。バハムートもそうですね。はい。バハムートになったりとか。
Oh, what? Bahamut is a stance? Bahamut is a fucking stance. Okay, I did not see that one coming. Oh, and we see in a combo, you can transition from strings to Bahamut. So he's gonna have some interesting stance mix-ups. Yeah. You're gonna have Bahamut and whatever the fire stance is called, I don't know. Ifrit? Ifrit?
だからまあエンジニアやビジュアルアーティスト、アニメーターもみんなやっぱり原作を遊んで、原作のやっぱりその思いとか、そのクオリティを感じて、これはやっぱり全部出したいよねってところですごい頑張ってくれたんですよ。
でもありがたい話で、もう本当に頑張ってくれたんだなっていうのは、まあ見て
だからもうショップアーティスト
Do we have
作るね、
more
最終的な目
footage?
でコピー動画で
パターンが多いんで、
そうです。
そのまま動くものをお渡しできないんですよ
Okay,
ね。
more footage coming up. I do want to see Zantetsuken.
最初僕ら知らなかったんです。
ああ、そっか。
はい。
Leviathan.
知らずに、
That's Leviathan Edge. So his snake edge.
DLC のこと知らずに、その
That doesn't launch!
そっか。
はい。DLC のこと知らずに、その
Jesus, I think this sweep is like 30 frames.
DLC のこと知らずに、そのアクション設計
That's very reactable.
でこういろいろこう考えていく中で途中で高橋さんの
Damn, yeah, that's super bad. Super
いま
bad.
してもう一つあるん
It's a hell sweep. It's not a hell sweep. In the trailer, I did a frame by frame step and it's a snake
これ
edge.
最初に僕も 記憶ちょっと曖昧かもしれないですけど、今回二林さんいないんですねっておっしゃられた。
言いました言
ってますよね。だからその時はいるって思いながらいるんだけどなんだと思いながら。
My God, yeah.
こちら
I
も
just
DLC の情報とか一つずつ
we'll see how strong he is, but
そろそろ
I
黙ってい
think
る
the
わけにも
dev
いか
team
ない
are very, very cautious of doing another Tekken 7 when they released, you know, Leroy, Fakumram, Geese, Cooney, Zafina, and everyone was so Marduk, and everyone was so fucking OP. They've done such a good job so far, but I think I don't think Clive is gonna be a big ol' you know, bunch of bullshit.
高橋とあと二回一緒で全滅する。
まあにしとそんだけつ
そうですね。パワーアップで、はい、作らせて。
鈴木さんからのこうなんか
バトルサイルとしてまあ近接ではなく
People say Hachi is busted. Who says Heihachi is
ちょっとした技
busted?
術介入性で
Except for fucking Garyus on Tekken
ぜひ
Reddit.
入れる取り入れそこをまあ基軸にしていただいてまあアクションの中で他の召喚獣がまあ入ってくるっていうような感じにまあしていただけたらなっていうところはお話しさせていただきました。
本当に
Nothing wrong with being a Garyu, by the way, but maybe you shouldn't talk about character
フ
balance.
ェニックスシフトがいろんな技
Termless Duck,
こう
thanks for a sub.
なっていて、フェニックスシフトから原作でもおなじみのこのあれですね。
Rising
はい
Flames.
出したりとか、はい、まあそれからいいですね。はい。
Heat
出
Wave.
したりとか。
That's so sick.
一番これ作るの苦労したのはスカーレットサイクロン。
あ、これ苦労した。
Scarlet
大変だ
Cycle.
ったんですよ。原作だと後ろから見るとかっこいいんですけど、
めっちゃ回ってるしっていう、
これ最後まで結構なかなか OK が一番多分難航したやつですね。この
そうね。
そうですね。何回かリテイクさせていただきました。
はい。
そういえば鈴木さんにこう伺いたいことあるんですけども、もう鉄拳8のクライブは原作にない動き
Right, yeah, they had to
やっぱどうしても出てくる
create
とは思うんですよね。
new attacks as well.
そういうのってこうどう意識して確認というかなんでしょう監修というか調整って、
設定面でまあFF16 のけど召喚獣の力が宿されることによって
はいはいはいはい、
例えば蹴りだったりとか、
はい
パンチだったりとかをするときに、
Right.
まあ格闘割烹
You
すぎる
don't
と
want him to go
ちょっと
full
良くないな
MMA or
だったりとか
boxer.
だからといってその素人が行うような蹴りだったりとかパンチとかになると、やっぱりちょっとそれも不格好にもやっぱなっちゃうので、まあ、そういう意味で、まあ、原作でも蹴りだったりとか、行う時にまああんまりこうキメキメの格闘技っぽい感じにはしないようにしようだったりとかっていうところがあったので、まあ、そこのニュアンスでその鉄拳ならではのその、で衝撃のパンチの裏剣だったりとか、最初見た時におって思ってでクライブがやってもおかしくなさそうな攻撃でありつつもそれでいてかっこいいってところがあったので、はい、
そこかなりリメーターが意識して頑張ってやってましたね。
Right?
やっぱりクライブ変えていこうるかもしそうです。原作に
Can we discuss
これが
Zantetsuken?
マースナリカットっていう。でもこれなんでこの技になってるかっていうと、この普通に蹴りから切るだったらもうナイトだったら普通やらないでしょ。だからもうこちらからナイトっぽい技名提案してるのはもうそれじゃなくってマースナリ傭兵にしてくれと。それがまあクライブがザンブレクの方でワイバーンとして戦ってた時代に身につけた技なんじゃないかみたいなところまでもうクライブストーリーまで考えて命名されて、この技一つにそこまで考えてくれるなんて
これを動きと名前と
そうなんです。
思い入れがある。
そういえばこう池田さんに聞きたいんですけども、FF16 に登場するもう先ほど何度か出てくるトルガルと、
発言をしたりするところちょっと面白い要素を入れさせていただいたり、あと、まあ、トルガル今回しっかりバトル中にも登場して、まあ、実はヒートになるとヒ
His
ー
Fenrir
ト中もこ
form.
のトルガルがしっかり原作通りフェンリル化して出てくるとか。
Oh, right. He also gets a powered
動
up
物っていう
state.
ものに対しても結構
What was that?
トルガルす
Launcher?
ごい大事にされてるし、まあ、動物
While
っていうものに
standing
対して
too is his launcher. Probably
トルガルすごい
15.
大事にされてるし、まあ、動物っていうものに
While
対して
standing launcher.
愛着持って接していただいてたので、まあ、鉄拳の世界にリロイっていう
はいはいそうです
で、まあ、シュガーっていう
That's the command throw. Okay, right.
鉄拳の世
Not
界
a
にリロイって
launcher.
いう
Up for 1 plus 2,
で
I
まあシュガー
assume.
っていうヒットブルーを連れてるんですけど、まあ、そのシュ
We'll
ガー
probably
と
not have a
トルガル
throw game. We'll only have a 1-2 command throw.
バトルの中でこう入れたいなと思って、まあ、そこは結構なんか個人的にちっちゃいとこだけどこだわったんです。トルガルが主人の方に走ってきて、
はいはい
シュガーも主人の方に走っていくんで、そこはこうバトルの最中にすれ違うところとかは
にちょっとトルガルつけていくの
ありがとう
どんだけ
トル
さんが
すごい
でもっていうのは出せる
ゲームも伝わってきたから鉄拳においてのクライフについてもかなり遊びやすい。
入れてもらいま
音ついてますね
はい、あとは原作的に丸ボタン連打してればフェニックスシュート入ってそこから別のいろんな技が出たりとかっていうのも入っている。
Okay, so he can
はい
also
さらに
mash
鉄
circle
拳
to
移
do
動は
big
新要
stuff.
素としてスペシャルスタイルというものがあります。
Yeah.
あります
はい、この L1 ボタンを押すと切り替わ
So
るんですけ
2
ど
button and 4
原
button
作
do
で
a
言うと
lot
ストーリー
on
フォ
their
ーカス
own.
みたい
そうですね
な優しい操作です
こちらになるとさらに遊びやすくなって四角ボタン、ね、プレステーションでだと四角ボタンを押すとキーと発動技が出て関係源
If Clive is good, people are gonna be mad.
まあ元からこの三角ボタン
I don't know if you paid attention to this community at all, but we're gonna be mad no matter what.
はい、あとはバツボタン、これパワークラフタイタンですね。
はいはい
タイタンはまあ原作でも力強さが特徴でしたけれども
これ強いんですよ
これね攻撃を受けると、ね
相手の攻撃を受け止めながら攻撃してくれるんで
If he's low tier, we're gonna be mad. If he's mid tier, we're gonna be mad. If he is top tier, we're gonna be mad. It just doesn't matter, to be honest. They are, I can tell you, spoiler alert, we're gonna be upset. Yeah.
掴んで
投げも出る
こうはい
おお
リオンねルサージュ教の必殺技が使える。
はい
はい。これね、ありがたい。もう特にやっぱりバハムートなんかは原作でもちょっとねそのまあリオンってちょっと繊細さもありつつかっこいいキャラクターだったんでこっちでもあれですね。バハムートウィングになったとかっこいいキャラクターだったんでこっちでもあれですね。
This move
リオン
just seems insanely bad.
繊細さもありつつかっこいいキャラクターだったんでこっちでも
Like a very, very reactable sweep. But doesn't launch, doesn't give a mini juggle, but just gives what? 40, 45 damage knockdown? Oh, okay. So flying stance. Yeah, alright. But that makes sense. He is levitating. So why would Veloz hit? But you get an automatic low parry. So anytime you see him fly or transition into fly, you just can't do lows. Yo, Menace, good to see you, buddy.
空中コンボ決めてここからこれも簡単な操作でここまでコンボ決めてくれて大ダメージを与えたりとかでここからこれも簡
Damn,
単
that
な
is
操作
quite a
で
bit
こ
of
こまでコンボ
damage.
決めてくれて大ダメージを与えたりとかっていうところで
So like an air
これも
throw?
普通の操作もいけるしこのスペシャルスタイルを使っても遊びやすいしこの辺の遊びやすい
Yeah, exactly. If you jab him in Bahamut, you're gonna float him, I would assume, for a combo.
はいこの辺りはこだわりポイントでもありますね。
プレイ
作の方でも先ほどお話にも出ましたけど、最初の初見
Okay,
の
a
テスト
lot
の
of talking again.
ジャンプを鉄拳のジャンプじゃなくてガルーダのジャンプに
なるほど
あと浮かせてる時にこうガルーダのジャンプをして
ガルダ
あと
ジャンプ
原作にある、エアリレールコンボみたいなこれもやったりとかやったりしてますね。
Garuda.
ずっとやり続けるわけいかないです
はい、だからガウジに
Grey Mantle, thank you for 8 months. Thanks.
そのオリジナリティを出すためのいろんなアドバイスをいただきました。
さあそして前広さん、前広さんはもう鉄拳プレイヤーということなんですけど
本当プレイヤーとして
Right, how accessible he is. He has quick moves, tornado attacks, easy follow-ups from power crush, and even some high-risk hardware moves.
の中でもそのロマン法というかその一撃必殺みたいな技も当然
サリーがこう召喚獣合戦に巻き込まれた市民みたいになってますよね。
あの脇にいたみたいなね。
そうなんですよ
すげえ
まあもちろん本編では実際ありえないシチュエーションではあるんですけど、まあせっかくのコラボですし、 やりたいようにやっていただいて大丈夫ですだからすごいもの出てきました
すごいもの
想像以上のものが上がってきてびっくりしましたね。
召喚獣バトルやってる前で
今回さっきニューヨークにクライブがいるところの中にそれを踏まえてこのステージにさせていただいたっていうのがありますね。でここ
この上を出したいっていう。
そうさらにちょっとステージギミックもこだわってまして、ここの壁ですね、燃えてるところに相手をつけると、
はい
なんと
フェニックスが追撃
That's
して
super sick. Love that.
ここの壁ですね、燃えてるところに相手をつけると、
はい
なんと
At least the last two hits are natural. That much we know.
女子は何介入してんの
俺だって俺だクライブだ
それクライムだろうが飛んできますから。で
はいあと
はい
後半のステージに行ったりするんですけど、そちら行きますね。あこれで一応決着ついて、
はい
次のラウンドは、はい、決着になると、
マッチになると
はい、
あまさ
お
か
っと
まさか
これは原作ではおなじみの
いくはいこれで
ベースが入って
おっ奥で
おおいやいやいやいやいや
I mean, compare this stage to Noctis stage, you know, in Tekken 7. How unbelievably dull Noctis stage is in
馬場さんいいんで
comparison.
すかこれ
いやいいと思います
ありがとうございます。
でこういうお祭りごとはやりすぎぐらいの方がねいいかと思います
やりすぎぐらいがちょうどいい
やっぱり前のステージも今のこの後半のステージもやっぱ原作僕もこれ見た時は
フェニックスゲートとここを2つ合わせて
流れて、
はい
後半はクライブのテーマが流れるっていう
流れるっていう
めちゃくちゃテンション上がるステージ構成。
はい
上がるけど後ろす
後ろ気になりますよね。
ごいいやもう
So this is an infinite? Or I assume there are no real infinites in Tekken 8, so I assume this works like
ちょっと相手を浮かせて
the final part of Descent into Subconscious, where you will eventually hit an illusionary wall, a translucent wall, or
あとそう
something.
ですねこの監修の時に結構
Ah, I can see blue. Here we go.
壁際の表現。
Here we go.
はいはいはいそっかそっか
はい、普通に作るところ壁って鉄拳においては重要だから壁見えなきゃいけないんですけども、表現ちょっといい方法がなかなかないなと思ってこれも高井さんの方に相談させていただいたんですよ、
はいはいはい
はい、でそしたらこの原作だとプラクティスみたいな感じのあれですね、アレテストーンでいけるところの
Did I miss where we show off Zantetsuken and his tokens?
アドバイスをいただいて、はい、そんな感じでいろんな監修をしていただきながらこのステージも完成しております。ここだけ見たらほぼ原作たりしてるんですけど、これねあるんですけど、これ体力
Ah, okay, no, here it is. Okay.
出てきたりしてるんですけど、これねあるんですけど、これ体力ゲージの下に実は
Morris,
今ある
thank
じゃない
you.
ですか。
はいはいありますね
これいろんなこのオーディン
Right, so here is
どうやら増え
his
ていく
install system.
なんだこのゲージ。
No, wait, so it's not an install.
はい。
やってると増えていくぞ
He gets
こ
tokens.
れでですね原作の斬鉄ランプとかもあってどんどん増えていって
Right, he fills
こ
gauges.
の状
Okay.
態で何が起きるんだろうと。はい。でこれちょっと一旦はい KO しますね。
そしてこれで
はい。
ステージが移動して
はい。さっきの4っていうのはこれまだ
Every attack with
ラウンド
Odin's
の
sword
調子になっ
fills
てる
it.
んで
Okay.
1ラウンド終わっても消えません。なんでこの状態で
It's using
はい
Odin
なる
attacks.
というところ
Okay.
でさらにもうちょっと当てると。
Taken straight from the game. Okay.
5が
これではい。
はい
でこの状態で
おお
決めるとこれが断鉄剣が
すげえ
しまうという。
Jesus, the fucking damage. That's like a rage art.
断鉄剣が
すげえ
しまうという。
It's like a rage art.
おお
決めるとこれが断鉄剣
はい
でこの状態で
おお
But is it gonna be super unsafe, maybe?
決めるとこれが断鉄剣
Zantetsuken.
がしまうという。はい。です
Wait, did that cost 4?
断鉄剣が
He has 1 left. Deletes gray health. It did. It does.
決めるとこれが断鉄剣が
It does delete recoverable health.
しまうという。
Just like a rage art. Zantetsuken. He starts at 1. Okay, my bad. My bad. He starts at 1. Oh, wow. Okay.
でさらにもう一個ですねちょっと殴ってください。
あ
はい。
中東戦レイに
いつものが始まります。
Now all we need is for Zantetsuken to balcony break so he can rage art afterwards.
行きましょう
状態になって
どんなだろうどんなだろ
It's super sick
で
though.
決めると
レイジャーツもすごいこだわってます。そうですね。レイジャーツ終わった後に結構これもう
いやあかんやろ。
これもうダメですね。
これは反則ですよね。
人にやってはいけない。
Oh, he's toast. He's cold.
ファンファーレが鳴るんですよ。レイジャーツ競争ここでファンファーレが鳴るか。
レイ
Absolute
ジャーステーマの
genius.
演出もね、
Absolute
これも原
genius.
作にあった演出ですから。
はいはいはい。
これちなみに吉田さん
The attention to detail is like nothing else. It's just so
嬉しい
cool.
んですけど、
So cool.
だって大丈夫ですか？
あなたたち大丈夫です
大
かっていう
丈夫ですかって
感じでは
心配を。
はい。
本当に池田さん大丈夫なんですか？
僕らは大丈夫です。
Zantetsuken in Tekken 8 is like for like in Final Fantasy 16. So it's an exact replica. The camera angles and attacks and
か
everything.
らも
So it's an exact
専用仕様
replica.
新しい仕様ですよっていうふうに言われて、
ここだけですよね。そうです。
Can you check for frames on the token mode? You mean the Zantetsuken? Manas, thanks for that, Eld Danger. It's only a day away now. Let's just let him drop tomorrow and we'll see what the hell that move even is. What is it on block? What the hell does it do? It's just,
だってここじゃ
it's too hard to judge this shit looking at this. It's just, it's too
だけ
hard.
ファンファーレ合わないじゃないですかって。
いやいや、
But I guess that's it for the information we have so far on Clive. But yeah, again, everything looks so sick. It looks so cool. So my hope is that he's as fun to play as he looks. And that he's not, you know, super baby mode, super strong, and an absolute nightmare. Knock on wood. So that's what I hope. But so far, I'm completely blown away. It looks super cool. But I think that's what we know so far. Yeah. Round 3-way mirror match.
ないですかじゃなくて。
Oh, the devs are gonna play a mirror match. I'm not that interested in looking at that, to be honest. He's gonna drop tomorrow. I just wanted to do a detailed breakdown of the original gameplay trailer and then hear them explain some of these mechanics. But yeah, let's just wait for the character now. But again, it looks super cool. And hats off to the team. Attention to detail is fucking insane. Well done. Yeah.